Hello, my loves. Melanated Magic here with another banger for you, coming at you, your favorite spiritual thug. And today's message is why you can't get in. Simply put. So let's not overcomplicate things. The reason they cannot get in is because they're wicked, because their heart is not clean, because they are the ops. They are Decepticons. They are pretenders. They are hypocrites. They are backbiters. They are backstabbers. They are traitors. They like to plot and set people up. And you can't expect to have all that low vibrational shit going on and think that you're going to get in to the side of where the light is. You can't walk in dark and light at the same time. You got to choose to be one or in the other at any given time. And most people, because we all make mistakes, we all fall short, but then we examine the reasoning behind what it is that was said or done and the actions that transpired behind that, right? So you have chosen ones that are just minding their own business. They're kind people. They're loving and caring. And these are the people that are now very secluded, very introverted, very to themselves. It's not that they don't love people, but they don't talk to people on a regular basis. They rather stay to themselves because this world has hurt them at such a deep level that, man, some people never recuperate and come back from all of the attacks that the world sets up, because it's such unique situations, because everybody's situation is not cookie cutter. That's why I fucking hate people saying, oh, well, they should have this, they should have that. Bitch, if you ain't walk a mile in those fucking shoes, then don't be talking about what they fucking should have done, because it ain't none of your fucking business. Because all you busy doing is fucking busybody talking, gossiping, judging people when you don't understand the whole situation of what caused certain consequences to come by. Like, do you know that sometimes the Most High will use you to be the bad guy in this situation so that you could mirror what those people are doing and reflect their wickedness back on them to show them their own heart? Because sometimes people won't see it until you show them for themselves so that they can see, so that when they point those flaws at you, they're really pointing it back at them, because they're the ones that this, because the Most High will forgive you because he's got you on assignment, and then he'll remove you from that situation and put you in another assignment, and your heart still remains pure because you know you was on an assignment. And if you know that you're on certain assignments that the Most High places you in, you have to stay protected. You have to stay cleansing yourself, doing curse breaking spells, because people will put hexes on you. They'll put stuff in your food. They'll slip shit in your drink without you knowing. They do all kind of shit, and some people go killing you slowly because it's so subtle that they'll go sneaking stuff in your food and your drink. So that's why I tell you to be careful who you eat and drink from, because your heart, just because your heart is clean and pure, chosen one, doesn't mean everybody's heart is clean and pure. Some motherfuckers hate you for you believe it's no reason at all. But when a person hates you, it's for a reason. It's either because you're chosen, because your light is too bright, because favor follows you, because you always bounce back, because you're good looking, because you're intelligent, because you're attractive, because people are drawn to you, because favor follows you, and you just everything you do works out, or they see that you somehow always make it back. It's just so many things that they hate about you being a chosen one, and you could be suffering and hurting and poor, eating crumbs, living on noodles, and these motherfuckers have it all, and they still hate you because they know that the way they acquire things, it's not by a pure and clean heart. A lot of times people fight to make it just so that they could go get back even with the people that hurt them, when they don't realize that the reason they became great is on account of that pain that those motherfuckers caused them. But you shouldn't go out of your way to go hurt anybody, because their pain will come by seeing you prosper, by seeing that your heart is still good. Because I've been through so much, I be asking myself, how is it that I still have such a huge heart despite all the things? And my heart, I'm not gonna lie, I'm full of love, but my heart has changed in the sense that throughout the years, because you get older and you start seeing the same repetitive patterns in people, to where you hate to have to compare many people in the same bracket, but you recognize patterns, right? So I've become a little more hard-hearted in the sense that I have to protect myself. Not that I'm cold-hearted and, you know, uncaring and stuff, but sometimes I am. Sometimes I don't desire to hear another person's business and problems. Not because I don't care, it's because people will use you and exploit you for that, or put you in the middle of shit that ain't your problem. And you trying to be Mrs. Good Guy or Mr. Nice Guy to help get yourself involved in shit that had nothing to do with you to begin with, but because you feel you owe that person that, you get yourself in shit that could end up getting you killed, getting you in trouble, because things take off like that. Things pop off like that, especially when ignorance is present and tempers are flaring and people's pride. You never know where that's going to lead to, right? Because you cannot think for the next man, but you have to be prepared and think of the possibilities of what can happen, right? So some people are too nonchalant about these shits and these things, but you know that because you've been through so much, that you see the flags and the patterns, and you can't just put your guard down because, oh, well, I'm in this fucked up situation again, but hey, this time it's going to have a different outcome, right? No, you have to protect yourself. Stay away from places, people, and certain situations that put you in places that might end up getting you involved in some shit you had absolutely none to do with. And just because you were present, boom, you get locked up. Boom, you end up dead. Boom, you end up getting shot, or anything can happen. And people are too, I guess, used to the violence and that type of lifestyle that they feel it's a norm, whereas to you it's not, right? But you have to realize that we all make choices in life that sometimes lead to certain consequences, right? It's like it says, make your bed and now lie in it. That means you did this. You, like me, when I do things, I think carefully about the consequences, and I'm like, I'm willing to pay the price. It's worth it to me, right? Or, you know what, this is just more than I opted for. It's just way more than I can bear. I'm going to have to let it go because it's not serving my highest purpose. But sometimes we do things for the sake of the love we feel for others, and we feel like we owe them that loyalty, that honor, even though they don't fucking honor us. They don't even consider us. You go out of your way above and beyond for ungrateful motherfuckers that don't give a shit whether you have a pot to piss in a window to throw it out of. As long as they get ahead, as long as, oh, and then they're grateful because you helped get them out of their bullshit, right? While you're left with all the aftermath that they could give a fuck what it did for you, trying to be there for them. And so, yeah, I've become the bad guy because I'm done with that bullshit. I'm done with being there for motherfuckers that are ungrateful, uncaring, inconsiderate. I'm done with that shit. I don't have to settle for that shit. I don't have to fucking put up with it. I don't have to tolerate it. I don't have to accept it. I don't have to deal with your behavior. You feel with me? Because you have to, again, when it comes to motherfuckers, you got to establish strong boundaries, because you give them an inch, they'll take a fucking yard. They'll take a fucking furlong. You feel me? Motherfuckers that are ungrateful, that are people that just use you and take advantage of you, you can't even give them this fucking money. That's why I say no. But it would take somebody else to come and convince me of what my gut already said. Don't get involved in that shit out of the love we feel for people. So I have all the kind of people come and tell me I'm a bitch till I postulate their you know, my premise on their, like, well, let's look at it on this end where it's fucking me over. Like, I had a girl I hired. It took a whole month to get her trained and hired on, just to quit on me 2 weeks after hiring her. But I'm the fucking bad guy when I go to, you know, because me, I could split you in half with my tongue. I don't got to put my hands on you. I will let you feel it down to your soul if you fucking open my mouth the right way and get me sideways and go to dark mode. I'm merciless. Why? Because I've been around so many motherfuckers that don't give a shit how they talk to you, how they treat you, how they make you feel. And they feel they could say and do whatever. And it's tolerable because, oh, that's just them. That's how they're. No, bitch. It's unacceptable. Not now. Not fucking ever will I accept or nor tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like to chew it because I want to fucking spit that shit out. So I get real passionate when I think about things and shit that people have done to me in the past, and things that I see other people enduring and shit. And I'm like, when the fuck you gonna wake up and smell the coffee and see that sometimes your own loved ones are your worst enemy? Says the members of your household can be your fucking worst enemies. Those are big facts. But we don't want to believe that our child, that our parent, that our sister, that our cuz could be our fucking worst enemy. And I have people tell me, even in my videos, My family is my worst enemies. Family sometimes could be the worst people, family and people in the church. No, thank you. I'll deal with my battles by myself. You feel me? So be careful with these people, because these people cannot get in. And they're angry at you because you don't even have to try, because you're chosen. You were called and you answered. And you might be scared to answer if you knew it, and you know that you're being called. You scared to answer the call because you know all the fuckery it comes with. Trust me, this has been a lifetime, but you know what? I'd rather deal with these battles than to go deal with battles in the world and not have the Most High and my spirit team backing me up, because there's some real warfare out here in the spirit realm. You need some kind of spiritual protection. So I pray that you observe these people, that you take note even of the people that you say you love so much that you think they would never do anything to hurt you. That's the ones I watch the most, because those are the ones that can hurt you the deepest. And like Bob Marley said, everybody is going to hurt you. You just got to find the people that are worth hurting for, because this world is full of pain and darkness and suffering and sorrow and all kind of stuff. And a lot of that stuff, most people cannot handle those battles and they fold. And that's why they become evil and uncaring. They don't want to hear shit about nothing because they have become that bitter in their heart. Me, I'm an angry woman to a certain extent, because it shows through the passion in my words. But I'm not a miserable, unhappy person. I just see shit for what it is, and I don't like to sugarcoat it and pretend and be like, maybe they didn't mean. No, you fucking meant it how you fucking did it the first time. You know what I'm saying? So me, if I take back my words, it's like, okay, let me reconsider. I may not regret what I say, but maybe it's how I approached it and said it. Because sometimes I could be a little mean in the way I say shit, because I get frustrated and irritated easily, because I feel like people be playing fucking mind games with me, and them little innocent don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong shit. And I be like looking at them spirits in them like, bitch, you know I fucking know what the fuck you're doing. You know I see you for what the fuck you're doing. And I'm not gonna fucking tolerate it too long before I fucking call you out about it. Pick me on a fucking right day and see if I don't fucking tell you. I don't play. No day, no way I don't fucking play. I did a video about that. You need to go watch that video. Why I don't play, and you shouldn't either. Because motherfuckers will play and feel you out to see how much you fucking let them get a fucking way with. You got to put the foot down from. That's like a man go and grab you like this, or put his hand on you like this, or try to, you got to fucking put that shit in check immediately, because that shit can lead to you getting your ass whooped eventually, because you ain't put a stop to it from the time it became a little tug, a little pinch, a little what the fuck ever. A little can lead to a lot. That's why I tell people it's the little things that matter. Yeah, the little things matter because they're not little. They're actually as big as the big things. I observe everything. Small ain't great. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't catch it right away, I'm going to go home and put it in my pipe and smoke it and be like, let me replay this scenario. I almost missed that one. Let's replay that and let's rewind that. Them little smart ass comments that people make that you almost miss. You feel me? And sometimes you wish you could have handled it differently, or said something differently, or added to, or taken away from, but it happened the way it happened. Leave that shit in the past. Stop looking back at it, but be mindful of it for the next time, because these motherfuckers, they love to come back and keep trying. They can't get in this way. They're going to try to come in this way. And they think they're going to get in. They believe in some heaven that's up there and shit, because they don't realize the kingdom is already inside of you. Heaven and hell is right fucking here. But it's because we don't realize that. And we think that there's some other place to fight for, when you ought to be fighting for living your best life here right now, in as much as you possibly can, till you exit to go to another realm. Does that make sense? I pray it did. But you, chosen one, you know you in. You don't even have to try, because the Most High knows your heart, your intentions, that you have a pure spirit, a loving, kind way of being, that you really, truly care for people. So I care for these motherfuckers too. Don't think I hate what they do like poison. When I say I hate them like poison, I mean their actions, their deeds, their lack of love, their selfish, fucked up, miserable. I just be wanting to fucking stab you with all the love in my heart while I'm murdering you. In the spirit, because I'm not a murderer. I wouldn't kill nobody in this realm. That is not what I represent. But in the spirit, I would love to slice and dice you, because you ain't shit. But I still love them too, because the Most High loves us all. He just can't stand our ways of being and our constant disobedience. that causes us to be against each other because we refuse to change and become better people. So why am I going to fucking be Mrs. Nice Guys putting up with all that shit with motherfuckers that don't give a fuck? Nah, bitch, I'm going to reciprocate. Over here, you get reciprocation. Everybody else could turn the other fucking cheek. Not I. I'll turn the other cheek depending on the circumstance and if it's worth it. Because everything don't need to be escalated, but I use my discernment. You got me? And that's the advice that I'm giving to you. I hope you catch these gems and that you learned something from this. Go put in your pipe and smoke it an hour later. I love you so much. Your spiritual thug checking out. Peace. See you on this side. Hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Support this channel. Love you much. Peace.